welcome to another windy night outside here. We in the low degrees. We started out in the 28s, but now we're in the 40s, like I think mid 40s, right here in the den. We're here at Ladies Night Live at 2GR Radio with yours truly, Lady of 2GR Radio. I got a treat for you tonight. We got some things going on. And we just gonna tell you, we just gonna get right into it. You know, your girl gonna still give you the updates about what's going on as far as the play. And that is still my play, Standing Ovation, coming in May the 5th. First show is at 2, second show is at 7. And it's a play about a 60-year-old lady who's going from her home of being in Alzheimer's stages and going into a nursing facility, her family and the church and the whole nine. But it's going to be something for the whole family. And like I said, it starts in May. It's going to be staged at the Bowie Arts Theater of Performing Arts, right next to Bowie University. Your girl, like I said, yours truly will be starring in it. I'm doing all sorts of things. I'll be singing some gospel songs. I'll be in the choir. My main role, I just got promoted to as the narrator. You know, the person that steps out with the beam of light and explains the whole story. Then the play goes on. So I'll be coming out before each scene. So I just got that job. I was the understudy for the 60-year-old lady whose birthday party and has the Alzheimer's. So I got to play a little fool too, but now they found something for me to do on my own, and that's narrating the play. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll be doing like I do here. Before each scene, I'll be changing outfits, probably hair, just like I do here to explain each scene, so I can stand out and you guys know it's me. So, and it's gonna be real fun, like I said, and some more music coming. Like I said, I'm going to get back into grinding back into the studio. I got my band brother here with me tonight. He's going to touch some spaces and some places in your mind and in your soul and your spirit. And we're going to do some things we're going to talk about some music. And we're just going to have a real chilly in the den Saturday Live Light with you out there on your tablets, your desktops, your mobile apps, or what have you. Thank you for tuning in, giving us your space, and hopefully we'll be able to, fulfill you with some information on what my brother here got for you. Lawrence, he's going to bring you, like I said, something different, like I said, but you never can sleep on 2GO Radio because we will be bringing you those things. Also, the update with Second Generations of Outlaw, their music. As I played it last Saturday, he just did some more music as of today. He was requested to collab on a track that was sent from Melvin Schultz from the Netherlands, my godson, who had all three of my songs in distribution over there, which I explained to you last week, which taught me how to get my BMI account, where now I'm collecting royalties for those songs. It ain't much, but honey, it's a start, So that's how you got to do. If you, like I said, if you're seriously taking your craft and you want to push it to the unlimits, you have to invest in yourself. You can't be cheap and waiting around for somebody else to give you a hookup or to give you a spot because it's expensive, and it's up to you to invest in yourself because that's the confirmation of your success. When you invest in yourself. So that's why I always preach that to you, here in the den on Saturday Night Live, Ladies Night Live. You have to invest in yourself because, that's the only way somebody's going to really take you seriously. And you have to promote. You have to be your all-in-one when you into this thing, because like I said, I don't only just sit here every Saturday with you guys. I do the internet, blog, talk, radio every week. Once a day, 6 times a week. I also... like I said, I'm doing the play. I also do music. Like I'm saying, I'm just trying to put it all out there because I believe in my craft and I believe what God blessed me with. And like I said, you never know what your gift can ignite in someone else's who is watching you. And God always has you within your craft that he bless you with, he always allows you to give messages through that craft, that is for someone else, because that's why I always say to you, was one of my sayings, never only just pay attention to the message or listen to the message, because the person that's bringing you the message, don't pay them any mind. If it's something that a person walk up to you and say, dang, that threw me off, that brother just gave me something, enlightened me a little bit and took me to another place, and I thought only God knew that, that's a messenger bringing you a message. And that is in our music, our craft that he blessed us with. And that's why I love spreading the love and the joy for you to come here. VoxWave.com. You can call now, 240-719-2560. If you have any Q&A about anything that yours truly, later 2GO, is going to get into, I'll keep you updates. And general admission is $25, and seniors is $18 for the play. And like I said, it's going to be at the Bowie Town Performing Arts Theater, right next to Bowie University in Bowie, Maryland. So, and the music is going to be coming, and some other things going to be coming. I'll probably be coming back on here and cooking soon. So, and the produce pushers coming back. We had a real rough February. So, everybody's life had kicked in. So, we're going to be having them back on. So, as Miss Johnson with her recipes as well, and the dish, of course, of hope. We have her come here and fill up tummies. So, and like I said, we're going to get into a lot of things. So, stay tuned right here at VoxWave.com. And like I said, call in 240-719-2560, where you can get a free gift. Where you can make your home smell good, or you can make your laundry smell good, or you can make your body smell good. I got all three right here for you. Just call in 240-719-2560. I know when you are watching me, I want to give you this information. And I got some things I'm going to be going over with you within the next 2 hours. We're going to be discussing me and my band brother here, Lance. We're going to be discussing some music, and even Mr. Ron can get in on it. We all three sitting here, some schoolers of musicology. That's what we're going to give you, some musicology tonight. We're going to break it down. We're going to go back, and we're going to come forward, and, we're just going to just feel through some music and, educate each other. How about that? And that's nothing joy but music. Listen to all kinds of music and expressing how we feel on that. And then, as you know, I'll come into the last hour. Other than my brother here, he's got some spiritual living inside information that can offer you some education on certain stones and crystals, where you can get your peace and your happiness, your zen within your skin that you're in. You can get it in your place. You can wear it on you every day, where it surrounds you. You can carry it with you, just like in the song Jill Scott says, living my life like it's golden. These crystals and stones have significant meanings that can help promote healthy living and healthy mental thinking, and meditation, which you guys hear me talk about a lot here, which I do. I do meditate. You have to give your mind some real strong peace and serenity in order to survive these times that we're living in, because also with therapy of any sort, physical therapy, mental therapy, I welcome it all. You need it, get it, because I'm telling you, and like my brother here, he's going to take you to the natural ways of how you can gather these this information through this natural energy source and enlightening of your mental thinking as well, with foods, with herbs. We're going to get deep in that for you through these 2 hours. We're going to really get deep in the head about this spiritual living and cleansing your mind as well as your body, because we have to take care of your body. As you know, I always give a health thingy. Every Saturday I always talk of something in health, and I'm going to get into that, and that is about some remedies that has been just proven scientifically that can aid into doing immunity repairs as well as daily cleansing, and with you not even knowing it, that it was just a regular on the counter, over the counter, like your tea, coffee, and all that. Just very simple things where you can find things that can give you a healthy daily supplement that you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money for. We're going to discuss some herbs and teas and stuff like that. So, like I said, don't sleep. We have a lot here every week for you here at VoxWave or 2GO Radio, and as well at VoxWaveHere.com. They have a new app, and their app is, it features a PS announcement that we give every show to let you know that we got these things going on. We have the VoxWave new feature, a streaming radio media player on our website front page where local artists can get their music played at 24/7 rotation. You can perform live here in the studio. All you have to do is give Reg Gaskin a call here at 240-832-4455. We also have it on Android users and business owners who want to advertise your business. All that, like I said, is here. Welcome here at VoxWave.com. All you can do is just support. We also support the community. We're collecting toiletries right now, such as toothpaste, soaps, lotions, antibacterial wipes, socks, shampoo, combs, and etc. You can drop them right here at 4711 Off Place, and that's Suitland, Maryland, right? Suitland, Maryland, right here. Bring those things. We're going to try to help these local community shelters, these little border homes, these group homes, all these things come in handy at these places because they do fall short of those necessities. So remember, any toiletries such as toothpaste, not open, not used, brand new, please. Toothpaste, soap, lotion, antibacterial wipes, socks, shampoo, combs, etc. Come on, let's help the folks out. All right? Bring those things in. We can get them spread it out to those are in need. Like we did the coat drive, the toy drive, VoxWave.com. We always try to, do our best for the community because that's what we are. We're the voice for the community. And this is where you can get your info on any show day of the week. Like I said, any show of your choosing, you can just tune in right here any day of the week. Like the engineer here that got us on camera, that's bringing you this show right here in the den, Mr. Ron. He has his show here early Saturday mornings with the jazz and blues healing. You can tune in with him. Like I said, you're doing your cleaning or your meditation or your crystalline, trying to cleanse your home or purify your aura, all of that. Yeah, my brother going to get into all of that. I didn't know I know a little bit, something, did you? So we're going to check him out in a few, and that's coming up as well. So, and like I said, just to give you some insight of what we'll be going into, it's all, purple is always a sign of healing and relaxing. So that goes to show you the brother knows what he's going to be talking about. So stay tuned, and we're going to get into that. And as well, like I said, keep tuning in every week. I appreciate you guys giving me your time because without you, there's no me. And like I said, I'm here. You can come here. Like I said, Mr. Reggie Gaskin offers you to come in and, get your music in rotation, or you could come here in the live studio and perform, or you could come here on my show, Saturday Night Live. I welcome you right here with me. Always, room here, space right here to den with you. So don't sleep. And just like I said, we're always coming to you live every day of the week. And if you miss any of our live podcastings, you can catch us on YouTube. That's right, Vox Power 373 at YouTube. You can catch any of our archive shows, the 2GO radio shows, the Blues and Jazz Healing with Ron, or even you can just catch us during we have our YouTube little infomercials where you see Mr. Gaskins, posting what's going on every day, daily, here at voxwave.com studio. I got this tie, I think, a little too tight. I'm trying to do all kinds of things. Lace, tie, woman, man. I try to represent everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you know how I do with this fashion stuff. So like I said, I'm glad you guys stay in tune. You come in and you check your girl out. We're going to get in some music break, and we'll be right back. Take us out, Mr. Ron. Thank you.
Saturday night in the Magic City is such a trip. I couldn't feel better even if I was riding on the mothership. Checking out the foxes, guzzling champagne, lots of fun. Watching those ladies getting down and shaking the sexy butts. Watching them doing that sexy dance puts me in the mood for a little romance. Hey, I think I better start making plans. 'Cause if you want something, gotta take a chance. Take a chance, y'all. Saturday night and I'm doing alright, yeah. Saturday night, Saturday night, I'm doing alright, yeah. Saturday night, yeah. Living it up in the Magic City, keeping up the pace. Table hopping, singing, popping, everybody shaking all over the place. Hugging and kissing, squeezing and teasing, making me play. Getting on down with the ladies, dancing the night away. Hey, really love this place I found. I think it's about to hit this place in town. The DJ plays all the latest sounds. Makes me wanna get up and party down. Party down, y'all. Saturday night, we're doing alright, yeah. Alright on Saturday night. Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah.
All righty, welcome back to the Den, Ladies Night Live. Here in the studio, like I said, I got my brother here, and we going ready to get into this spiritual living. It's a lot, folks, so we're not going to be able to break it all down to you tonight. He's going to have to come back, periodically and give us the updates throughout this whole, this whole segment of spiritual living, mental and physical and spiritual cleansing and healing. It's a lot. It's very deep, as you know, because we have to go from the earth, into the science, into the mind, into the spirit. So all has to be connected as one for you to really connect and understand. So like I said, it's a lot. But we're just going to get into some basic things. He brought some stones and some things. He's going to educate you on each of these stones. And that's what we're going to focus on so far for tonight. The different colors, what they represent through our bodies, in the areas of our bodies. So you can have a little knowledge of what to surround yourself with and what colors and what stones and things like that of that nature. So I'm not going to hold it up any longer. And this is what we're going to be bringing to you. He have right here in the studio live, and he's going to give you some knowledge on each one of these stones and maybe of some of the driven health remedies of what they do. Like I said, folks, it's a lot of information. It's deep. I'm going to get to study into it. He's getting me books on it to get to study into it, to do some homework so I can keep updating you, because I think this is very important and it's cost effective where you don't have to go pay these doctors for these prescription pills and these shots and getting these palm readings. This is some things we can awaken within yourself that God has already given you. So this is what my brother is going to do to you, give you some knowledge of the spiritual living, healing, and spiritual. I think I said that. I just keep going there because it's just that. I'm channeling something. I'm channeling some purity. I'm channeling all the endeavors to increase everybody's territory, that's watching. God, that's what I ask when I pray. I ask, Lord, to increase my territory so I may be a blessing to someone else and be a blessing as well as to my family. So without any further more ado said, my brother, Mr. Lawrence McCray, he's going to educate you, and now we're ready to go to him with the spiritual living.
Good evening. I'm no spiritual guru, but I'm here to share my knowledge on some of the things that I learned over the years since my awakening. And my sister Kim, we go way back, in the music days, so, she asked me to come out. So the first crystal I'm going to talk about, this pink crystal, is the rose quartz. It represents love. They say love is the highest vibration on earth. Love can cure anything. A lot of people be sick and you go to the hospital and they think that really is the medicine that's doing something. When you get in them cards telling you how much you love them, you hugging them, the family members come, people they ain't seen in years, that does something to their spirit. That's love, and that's healing. So, but this is what this represents.
The rose quartz.
The rose quartz crystal. So you can actually wear it in ring form, jewelry. This is a sparrow right here, but when you put it in a room, people might come in and say, that's just a rock, that's just a stone. That's just because they don't know. But if you're in the know and you know, this could change the atmosphere. So you can always just YouTube a lot of this. This is the rose quartz.
The rose quartz crystal.
You want to say something on it? Or
no, I was just reading here what you have in the book. It said also for burns and blisters, skin damage by burns or blister calls for the calming crystal. As he said, the same affection that you get when you're in a hospital, the sensations is considered the most soothing, versatile crystals, the rose quartz.
Okay. This here is one of my favorite right here. This is a black tourmaline. this is like to fight off evil spirits, negativity, negative vibes. I have one of these in my office at work. Excuse me. I actually wear this one here around my neck. Like I say, endure it. We all have auras that goes around us. An aura is, how can I put it? If you ever look at a street light at night and you see the light, but you see this glow around the light, that's an aura. We have one on our body. So what happens with that is, a lot of time our aura can get cracked. And when our aura crack, or even just being around a lot of negativity,
Right, can drive us.
you know,
You feel like
that's how spirits get in. And
feeling drained. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and not only just spirits, sicknesses, anything. Just look at it like this. You have a pole, this straight pole, and on the bottom is 0, on the top is 100, right? If you're on your low frequency, you down here. That's where the lower entity's at. But as you come up, and the higher you get, that's angelic. That's where angels and all that hang out at. So, if you just be around negative, like I say, it'll sink in your aura and you'll become
Like
bitter.
a sponge, it
Yeah,
absorbs
you
into
absorb
you.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So what this does, this fights off negativity. You have it in your house, people come in your house or they be around you fussing all the time. For some reason, they want to leave, or they, it just avoided away. I can't explain how it worked, but I know it worked. It's called black tourmaline. Like I say, I had this I've been wearing it for a while, and I have other few at home. Most of the black stones absorb energy, negative energy. You don't have to charge these. Like this rose quartz, after a while, like a lot of people touch it, or I try not to let people touch my crystals, but it absorbs energy. So what happened is you will have to cleanse it. You can cleanse it by putting it in salt water overnight. Some people bury it in the dirt overnight, and you charge it by letting sunlight hit it. And but your black crystals, like this here is the black onyx right here. You don't have to charge your black crystals, and like I say, they absorb negativity. So people that's going through stuff or be around, just negative people, I have little stones sometimes I just give it to him, man, keep this in your pocket, and they come back and they was like, I need another one of them crystals. I was at a cookout and I can't find it. So that let me know right there.
Right.
So
You're hipping them on to something.
Yeah.
And it also it's the same method as if you were to, as this black stone absorb negative energy, just like it's the same thing as like your granny take the blessed oil and she anoints over the door, over the threshold.
Yeah, exactly.
She anoints over the window sills. That's what they tell you to do it, because I do that too.
Yeah.
If I can't find, by me just finding out about these stones, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what I did was, like the brother said, which is one of the things he have his sage. I did know about the sage, but I just went by what, just had some blessed oil that was blessed by, was ordainedly blessed. Matter of fact, I got it from a coworker of mine who went to Mecca, and she brought the oil back for me, as well as some holy water. And what I did was, I anointed over my threshold of my doorsteps of my front door. I put a cross on all my windows, and I just asked God to let anything that's unlike Him block it from entering. You have to bless your place. That's just, so you can, like you said, negative energy, it attaches onto anything that it would allow it to absorb into it. Yep. And like I talked to you back in the days about, don't let people suck you down those dark rabbit holes. Same thing, So these are the things that I'm just letting you know it's all in connection with this brother is bringing to you knowledge tonight. So.
And the funny thing you said about the door, because I got this when you enter my home, this is up over the door on the left-hand side. Yeah.
All in confirmation, you know what I'm saying? So.
And I also, like you said, have them on my windows throughout the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember some years back, I was doing some painting over a friend's house from Jamaica, but he lives here in Maryland. And I seen this, he had garlic over his windowsills, right? And I was like, what you doing with garlic over your windowsill? And his grandma was old, and she from Jamaica. So he said, "Oh, we use that to keep the evil spirits out, right?" So back then, I'm laughing. I'm like, "We not scared of vampires." I'm making a joke.
Right.
But lo and
Now.
behold, you know what I'm saying? I see what's going on, right? And another thing, I'm going to talk about this sage. When we say you can burn this sage, and this just came to me. I grew up Baptist, but around Christmas time, we would go to a Catholic church because my cousin was Catholic. And you ever see the altar boys? They walk down there, they be waving, the smoke be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It's sage. That's what they burn, and they ringing that
Frankincense
bell.
and myrrh.
So when you burning your sage and you walk through your house, you ring that bell, the spirit, they don't like that. They don't like light.
Cleansing. Cleansing your home.
Yeah, they want to go and hide in dark rooms and dark spaces.
Get them out of there. So
Yeah.
God can bring in what he wants you to have. Because see, that will block us our blessings. That's what means when your blessings are blocked.
Yeah,
You know?
and another form is, I used to have in my home, I was in the bathroom, using the bathroom, and I would look up and I would see some like brown stuff, look like tar on the ceiling. I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, where that come
Like
from?
you smoking or steam, water
Yeah.
stains.
So, but I never knew, and then one night I was on the internet, this guy said demons was in his
toxins.
house, but they appear in forms on your ceiling like tar. I said, hold up, that's what I... Next day I got some salt water and I cleaned my ceilings. And I just know, the vibration of the home, was less arguments in the house and stuff. And then like 3 or 4 months passed, it seemed like it was going back. And I noticed the ceilings again. You know what I'm saying? So demons, I mean, you can have a demon from, I'm 55, from 8 or 9 years old that be with you your whole life. And you thinking something, and you think you're thinking it, but it's actually that spirit telling you something.
That's right.
And that spirit knows when somebody else trying to come in your life.
Trigger that. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And trying to, so that spirit would tell you, or try to do things to block that. Because they've been there, hold up, I've been with this person all these years, you ain't just going to come around and, he going to do these things to get rid of me. Nah. So God gave us these things to help us. So the next stone.
From the earth.
This is
like Moses went to the mountains.
Yeah. This is actually, you say Moses, the 10 Commandments was carved in this stone right here.
See? God, what you doing? See how I'm saying? He working this out.
This
he
is
working
lapis
this out.
lazuli, right?
Wow.
And the properties is in that book, and she can read a little bit, but this right here is actually work with your throat chakra. If you look at the book, the blue, it does a lot, but I'm just going to speak on the throat chakra. This bracelet I got on, this is lapis lazuli. And a guy was at work talking about, man, you got this woman bracelet on, this and that. Back in the day, I probably would have had some words for him.
Right.
But I know he don't
now
even
he
know.
Don't know.
So I ain't even give it a second thought what he said.
And you have to think that these days. When
Yeah.
people do things to you, you have to think because people, you got to realize, like he said, we're living in a spiritual warfare that is unseen. And if you're not tuned in and focused into your spiritual awareness, you will never know these things existed around you that are causing some of the things that are happening in your life. Just like he's explaining to you, these things are helpful. And we need everything that we need everything that we can grip our hand on to help us be a more healthier, a more functional, aware of a human, because we need more of us around that we can help others. Because God places this knowledge in a lot of his soldiers so we can spread this knowledge and help others so we can team up and become that nation that he needs of soldiers. Because he's going to send down, and he's got already lined up who's his soldiers in his army. Yeah. Like that old song, the soldiers in the army, you better believe it. I'm telling you, all this stuff comes within the circle of life. Go on, brother.
That's the 144 you're talking about, 144,000. But yeah, this right here, it will help you speak up. And a lot of times when you're making changes, some people going to leave out of your life. A lot of people, actually.
Preach. Woo!
This stone right here, like I say, it helps with your throat chakra, meaning you're going to say some things that you wouldn't normally say. And the person that's, you're talking to might get offended, but it's going to be for the best. None of this stuff going to bring nothing negative. It's going to be for the positive. And if that person leave, shouldn't have been there no way. So, but like I say, and I had like a lot of friends that I still talk to here and there, but we ain't tight like we used to be because I ain't doing the same thing I used to do.
Right.
So,
and when you make a change,
the conversation
in your life,
changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say when you bring on a change in your life, a lot of things it don't do it drastically. They slowly do it, and you're not aware of it. You be thinking it's something you're doing wrong, but no, God. I mean, trust me, we're not in control. It's the power. It's the power that's in control of the universe and the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're riding on His time and His dime. You know, we just got to learn how to ride on His time and His dime. That's what this brother has acknowledged us tonight.
Okay, this one right here is citrine. This is one of my favorite crystals. I actually got 2 smaller ones in my pocket. This represents wealth and money, and a lot of other things, but this is the property. I don't know if it's that one in there, but
okay.
You know, I have a book which is called The Crystal Bible. It's a part 1 and part 2. You can YouTube that or Google that. It's called The Crystal Bible. But
the Crystal Bible.
Yeah. This represents wealth. I got it in my money corner. You can also Google feng shui. That's ancient Chinese practice that I got into some years back. But this having this stone around you, it brings wealth and abundance. And it also brings people around you that will help you with knowledge.
Resources.
And, resource and do things for you. And then they be like, why I do that? And also when I say wealth and abundance, it don't always mean money.
Right.
You know, wealth come in a lot of different ways.
Yes, it does.
You know, so like I say, this is one of my favorite stones.
And that's called again?
Citrine.
Citrine.
Yeah.
And like you said, you can Google this, the Crystal Bible, and you can get all these stones come up.
And this here, African brother gave me this one about 5 years ago. I'm going to tell you a quick story about this one. And this one actually made me change how I thought about crystals. I knew crystals, they work, but me and my wife one time, we went to Florida. And so I said, I'm going to carry my crystal with me, right? This
and that one is, that's just a straight crystal.
Yeah.
That's just straight crystal.
Yeah, this is what's the name of this one? This is a quartz crystal.
Quartz crystal, okay.
Yeah. So I had it in the room. So we went to Florida. We was going to Florida for like a week. And we went to Florida. We enjoyed ourselves and everything. But we went to one part of Florida. I can't think of the name of it. But we left there. We went to Miami because I always wanted to get down into the beach, right?
Okay.
The beach down there. So we stayed down there a few days. And my friend, they went somewhere else. So we all came back to the house we had rented. And so it was time to go. We was rushing, getting everything together, you know. And this was sitting on the dresser. I just left it in the room down there because I try to carry it wherever I go. And so long story short, we on the plane, and I was like, oh, man, I left my crystal, right? And it was on the dresser, right? So my wife thought, you can get another crystal, right? Which I could, but, you know, certain crystals you come attached to, you have for a long time.
Right.
And the whole ride home, man, I even wrote a song about that crystal. Left my crystal in Florida. And,
that deep, you had to write a song about it.
But I can write a song actually about this session.
Right.
I write songs. You write songs too. So
yeah.
it's about life experience.
We do it, right.
Be able to put it in song. So long story short, we get home and stuff. I go to the room. This crystal right here was sitting on my dresser.
At home.
At home. I looked at my wife, because we just walked in the room. And we had this crystal in Florida with us. You understand what I'm saying? The same crystal. My wife looked at me, I looked at her. She like, what's going on? Don't trip. It's here. But and once that happened, it was magical. How could that happen? So that's when I got serious about crystals. You can believe that story or you don't have to. Right. I don't have no reason to lie to you.
Right.
So I was like, wow. And when crystals ready to leave out your life, they will go. You will lose them. I wanted this other crystal that everybody talk about. It's actually like a meteorite. It hit the earth. It's called moldavite. And they say when you wear that, get ready. So I said I wanted one, but I really didn't want one at the time. Because like I say, you know how it's
called moldavite?
It's called moldavite.
Is that in the Crystal Bible as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said I was going to get one. So I was like, I didn't want to pay a whole lot of money for these crystals. Crystals, nowadays coming mainstream, they going up on the price. Like this crystal right here, I bought this crystal when I went to Florida a different time, not this time when I went. And I paid like, I think it was $45 or $50 for this crystal, right? The crystal shop up here that I go to, this same crystal like $175 or $200 for this black tourmaline.
Right.
You can get the little black tourmalines for like $15, $20. So they let me know that people doing what they do to make money.
Right.
But you can get some crystals at what's that? Can't think of the store right now. Mainstream. But long story short, that's what happened with this. And like I said, I'm serious with crystals. And you would get signs and stuff going throughout your spiritual journey. And the reason why I came spiritual, I used to be about religion. And I woke up, I had a dream. And the voice told me basically it's about spirituality. And I was like, spirituality. And also it said everything is energy. And back then, I was like, everything energy and it's spiritual. But I didn't know back then, but now, I know. So the little bit of stuff I learned, like I said, I can't put it all out there in one night. It's a journey.
Right. So, and that purple one?
This is amethyst.
Amethyst? Yeah, I figured that.
Even the color is
radiant.
Yeah, represents your crown chakra.
Right there at the top. See at the book?
Once you hit your crown chakra, you enlightened. Jesus Christ.
That's why the Catholics have the purple satin material outside on their crosses.
Yeah.
That's why they have it. The sashes when they come down. A lot of pastors have it. I forgot what they call them. They go over their gowns. They have like purple ribbon thingies that go around their gowns. Yeah. Or you see purple up in the church somewhere. Purple is, like he said, angelic, high spiritual. It represents the highest form.
Yeah, and like people use this. This is a healing stone right here. Sickness. It helps you in dream time. A lot of people, they have dreams. Like the dream world actually is a real world. And I actually thought that, dreams was just dreams, but actually dreams is another dimension. And like right now, we call this 3D. We can touch, feel, smell, hear, and
Correct.
all that. But in fourth density, fifth density, sixth, it goes on. The Earth is actually doing a shift. It's already shifting. A lot of people don't even know that. And the Earth will go from 3D to 5D. And the ones that's not in tune for the shift, they gonna go down with the Earth or be stuck in this density. So, that's why you see a lot of people becoming vegans now. Exercise, doing stuff. They're trying to raise their vibration. They're going outside, putting their feet on the dirt, the ground themselves, because like you can meditate, but you also got to ground yourself too. And we got a thing called sun gazing. A lot of people looking up at the sun now, staring at the sun. They get that light rays and, to come into them, because without the sun, wouldn't be us. We couldn't live without the sun on this earth.
And,
Plants.
Speaking on that, like you're saying, you great to say plant. That's what I was going to say when I had the opportunity, when I went down and lived in Georgia for those 15 years, I got into gardening. And it was just something about going out there into that dirt and cultivating that clay dirt into soil, which I can make something grow. And when I started stuff to grow, man, they were growing like real. I had beef tomatoes like this size, like the size of cantaloupe. And I wasn't using any Miracle-Gro or none of that. I was just using fertilizer, and then my little dogs, I had about 10 dogs. So, they kind of made the soil a little rich too.
Let me say this while you're talking about that. What they doing now, they taking the seeds out of stuff. When you go in the store and you eat grapes, and grapes taste so good or whatever, if it don't have seeds in it, it's genetically modified, meaning
like seedless grapes.
yeah, you
seedless
it's like
watermelons.
man-made. You can't. When God give us stuff, He put seeds in it so it can reproduce. Just like man, we got a seed, you put it in a woman and the baby comes.
Right.
You put the seeds in the ground and they grow.
Right.
Now they taking the seeds out of stuff. So how you gonna reproduce? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it even get deeper than that. They got the chemtrails in the sky. A lot of people don't really know about the chemtrails. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, my son,
topic.
he's into all that, the green flashes light going
Yeah.
across the, like the stars and stuff like that. When you see the light, the different
Yeah.
types of
But
light.
on the chemtrail, I can just give you a little quick thing. The chemtrails is whenever you go outside and you see, like back in the day, you used to see jets in the sky, right? And they go and you see like a little line, then they just disappear. These lines don't disappear. You come out your house sometime, you look up, it look like them planes playing tic-tac-toe. They spraying stuff in the sky. Stuff coming down on us. You can YouTube that, Google that. That's been going on for a while. They doing all this stuff to keep you down. If you don't know about the pineal gland, like I said, that's a whole nother topic. Even like when you look at this bottom piece on your lower chakra, you get
and
they
these are all the
advertise different colors. Like the
areas
yellow
of
one,
your body.
the yellow one is the solar plex, but actually these are not in your body. They Gore-Texes that actually around your body, inside your aura. 'Cause
Right.
the doctor can cut you open and you won't see none of this.
Right.
All this is like, it's mental.
Right.
Even when
Just
you go
like
and you
if you go
meditate.
like to the nucleus, to the atoms. You remember how they broke our bodies down? When you see on CSI, when they analyzing the DNA, you see the atoms and the chromosomes and all them different types of things moving around in the blood and whatever.
Yeah, that's physical.
Right.
But
I'm saying it's just sort of like that, but it's on the outside.
Yeah,
You can't see
yeah,
it.
this is spiritual. So the more you learn, the better off you are. Like I say, each one of these colors represents something. That yellow is the solar plex, the root chakra. Like even this red, like I was telling you earlier, if you look at Ronald McDonald's hair, his hair is red. Wendy's, her hair is red. The Akbach thing got the red hair.
The Arby's with the red hat.
If you go, you look at the CVS, that's in red. Macy's, you know the Macy's store?
Target is red.
Okay, if you look at that Y, right, in Macy's, then you see that little star on top of it, that's red. All this is red, and that's also magic. They work in magic. and that's that's a magic wand. It's right there in your face. They put it in your face, but you don't know. And you wonder why you go in there, you spend about $400 or $500 on 2 outfits. And they got it right there in your community. So, once you learn these things, you can actually use it to better yourself and use it for yourself. There's a lot of stuff. So I didn't really want to take up too much time.
And no, you're good. And the big white stone.
This is cellulite. This is I got this.
And that's called
next to this one.
It's
see
called
cellulite. You see
cellulite.
Yeah.
No, that one not in here.
Yeah, but this stone right here is like an amplifier. Like if you got this right here working,
It'll boost it.
It got a lot of qualities to it, but yeah, it'll boost it. And like I said, I got stones in my home, in my office, on my body, and sometimes I just be walking and people talking about weed or drugs, whatever. Them Jones a combination, I'm gonna hit you and you be like, man, you just be feeling so good. And you wonder, I used to be like, why I'm feeling like that? And then one day it hit me. It was them stones, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Yeah, because I even have my little crystal. I wear my crystal, also with my little thingy, one of the archbishops that gave me up at Catholic when I was working there for protection, always to be with me. So, we have to have our vices. Walking through this world. And like I said, I don't know if anyone have ever passed in your travel, folks, when you've been out there, and I'm talking to those who are viewing us. If you ever been out there and you ever been in your travel, like if somebody walked up to you about, you look your spirit look green today, or you look kind of orange, or you look, people that are into it, they will walk up to you and tell you like your aura looks like it's bluish or green or whatever. This is what they're coming from.
Yeah.
This is where this is what they're reading off of you. They can see that. People that has been taught and have been studied this, they can walk up to you and see your aura color. And they can tell,
it's like vibrations.
Right,
like,
right.
You just see a person.
Pick
you
up
be
a
like,
bad vibe.
I don't like that vibe.
Yeah, that person just give me
about
something.
that person.
Right. This is what all of this is in tuning to. This is the deep, more sophisticated knowledge of what he's just said. The simpler things like, man, something about that person I just don't like, or something about that person I like. I just can't put my finger on it. This is what this is channeling. This is what this is educated about, and channeling those vibes, those feelings, those colors. Like a lot of people like in their homes, like he have these stones. A lot of people put colors on their wall that represent good spirits. Like they use a lot of lavenders, they use a lot of greens. Like I got golds and earthy tones like tans, in my home. Just like when you go to a masseuse, they're using those stones on your back. They're not just for heating up and do. They are there. They're using
That's
stones.
It's in
here too. See, they're healing stones. They're massaging stones. See, like I tell you, don't sleep. This is just not right here. Don't think this brother is not losing mind. I'm just trying to hip you on where it's being used all over.
And this right here, if you're having bad dreams, get you some amethyst. Put it in your room near your bed. It helps with clairvoyance and all that. So.
And the strangest thing about dreams, I don't have them. I don't have them.
You have them, but you just don't remember them.
But you know what? No, I don't have them, because if I do have them, it's either something that's getting ready to happen, or it's telling me deeply details of what had already happened.
Okay, this basically what I read up on about dreams. They say when we sleep, it was a scientist test. They hook people up to these machines, and they say when you go to sleep, your brain have more activity than when you actually awake.
Yes, it does.
So with that being said, like in dream time, like I can have 3 or 4 dreams, 5 dreams sometime in one night. And then sometime I have a dream, it'd be so vivid, I wake up and I'd be like, God damn. I was just here, now I'm here.
Right.
And so what's the difference between these two? I had a dream one night, I went to bed. That's why I try to, keep drinking water. But, this particular day, I didn't drink a whole lot of water, and I fell asleep. And in the dream, I was over my friend's house. We was in his yard, and it was getting dark, and I was thirsty, right? It was one of them kind of thirsts when your mouth's so dry, like on one of the summer days, and you feel like
a desert.
Yeah. So I was in the dream. I was in this yard, and I took the water hose, and I was putting it in my mouth, trying to, drink it, but that thirst wouldn't go away.
Get quenched, right?
But I didn't know I was dreaming. I'm like, what the heck? What's going on, right? And then I was like, I don't want to go out. Like, it was like start becoming a bad thing, because I'm putting water in my mouth and my mouth's still dry. And then I just shook, and I woke up. I was like, I was dreaming. So I went in the kitchen, and just to pick a thing of water up and drink it, I drank like 3 straight, the regular 16 ounce. And I was like, if hell is real, you don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing now.
But you were serious.
It ain't no joke.
But you know what I'm saying? But dreams are like, and a lot of people said, there are stories that are being told or being told through our subconscious mind, because like I said, I can dream something and it can happen, or it'll happen before. But God works with us all. Like I said, we all have gifts. So don't sleep, on the creator of what he created. People look at us as being simple human beings. But as you can see, from the bottom of what the earth of our feet we walk on, these stones were buried, maybe near or far. So check out your history on a crystal Bible. Google that.
This one stone, could be like 300, 400,000 years old. We just holding it right now. But like now people, now that it's becoming popular, people going tearing up the earth.
Just to find
get
these stones.
to
Correct.
sell 'em.
Right.
see
That's
what
why
I'm
you
saying?
got archaeologists. They're out there searching for these natural driven power remedies that God had blessed us with. That's why I say he gave us the earth to inherit it. We have to put all these things together, people. We have to start being more focused on our well-being, and that's even near or far. Like I said, whatever you believe, make it positive so it can be strong, and it can also be, like I said, awareness that you can bring, that you can start with your children, to teach them on how to, something else they can get into, to get them off of those games, they can start going out here and want to go travel to find stones that can bring healing or that can change the world. I mean, you never know. So don't sleep on none of this. Like I said, go to Google. Check out the Crystal Bible, because I'm going to do it.
The information is out there. We're in a
That's
time now, this is the information age. We just left, what is it, Pisces age. Now, we're in the age of Aquarius now, and this information age. So it's like anything you want to know, you can find out about it.
That's right. That's
You
right.
ain't got no reason not,
That's right.
So if you're in a place in your life where you're not happy with it, think, like I say, just think about that pole.
And meditate.
Meditate. You
Self
hanging around.
time to yourself. Turn the TV off.
Yep.
Fast. Because, see, this is how I fast. Some people, the spiritual, all them holy rollers, they fast in food-wise. I'm a type of person, I fast with material things, like a whole day from sun up to sundown. I won't listen to no music. I won't turn on no TV. I won't look at no phone. I just meditate, concentrate, focus on me and God, me and relationship, trying to see what he got for me, trying to see what he got to try to lead me
Right,
and show me. Because sometimes we got to shut this world out to tune into what he got for us, because we don't know his plan.
Let me say this. And when you meditating, you listening. When you praying, you talking. So after you do all your praying, just be quiet, be still, and listen.
Peace, be still.
You know what I'm saying? Listen. Because if you don't listen, you're not going to hear.
No, we'll vibe right past you.
Yeah.
Like the wind blow past your ear. You would not hear what the blessing is, or you would not know what he's trying to lead you to do. So don't sleep. And I thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the knowledge of the spiritual living. And I will be bringing you some updates on this. When the brother come back, thank you. When he comes back, Brother Lawrence will bring us some more education. And he also had broken these stones down and taken it further to making jewelry, where people can wear these stones for these elements of uses of our aura. So don't sleep.
This
and if
one,
you, like he have on his fingers
this
now.
is the amethyst.
He has it on his finger. He has the blue one around his wrist. Like I said, all these things are available for you. If you want to get any questions or answers on any of these stones, dial 240-719-2560, and we'll answer the questions or any of these stones, or if you missed any information that you want us to confirm, where you can go search or research and do your own search and start collecting your own stones to put around your house for your aura protection of you and your family and your territorial. That's right, because we have to get deep, y'all, because we need to stand up and fight for everything we got, because it ain't no joke out here with this administration or this spiritual warfare, these demons and this evil that's playing on our family
they
and our
already
children.
know about it. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
So it's out here. So we got to stay tuned, folks, and get in tune with yourself and your meditation and in your religion and your spirituality. So don't sleep. We're going to come right back. We're going to get into a music break, and I'll be back with the word on the street for the last hour of the show. Thank you. Stay tuned. righty, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the education of the spiritual living, healing, and mental uplifting from my brother, my band brother Lawrence here. And the reason why I keep calling him my band brother because we go back, like he said, we were in a band together, and he was the band manager, and he was bringing us together, and he was the one whose son who wrote Back When, to music to Back When, as well as to the music for another couple of songs. One of them we're going to finish is a party song. I'm sure me and him going to complete one day for you guys. Might do it right here on the air for you, because that's how to show you how freestyle, how we get down when we writing songs. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed the education of the crystals. Like I said, you can Google the Crystal Bible and get all the education on all the colors and all the powers of the aura of the spiritual living. And as you now know, they will bring you now to the word on the street. Don't sleep. My first part, as you know, I get into the health. I did some research, and I found out a couple of natural remedies that has been proven over science. And you guys are really going to trip out when I tell you what these things are. And it just everyday things. One is a physical and one is a digestible. And the digestible one that promotes more healthy weight loss, and a lot of people didn't even know it, just a cup. They said 4 cups a day have more weight loss effectiveness of green mint tea. 4 cups of it a day can give you more weight loss effectiveness than going to the gym, than your diet that you're on, or whatever regimen that you're doing. It's just been proven of mint green tea, 4 cups a day can promote your weight loss situation. If you're trying to lose weight, it just been a proven study, as well as that was the digestible one. Now the physical one I want to tell you guys about, and we've been doing this for years, but it's mostly considered as being part of chivalry. As you know, it says still chivalry is gone, meaning the romance, how the men used to court the women. But this is actually a physical, healthy remedy that does something for the mind. They said over the last 8 years, scientists have studied when you're holding hands with a mate, a family member, or a loved one at any given time. Y'all could be just walking or could be in passing, and they grab your hand and caress it and comfort it. That is a source of stress relieving. Yes. Just 5 minutes of it. If your hand is held by a loved one or affectionate person that is in your life at any sort of time, or passionate or public affection, any time of that says just spontaneously someone holding your hand with some type of affection, it helps reduces your stress. Isn't that something? And we were just talking about natural stuff. See? All the stuff tied in. And I didn't even know God did this. God had 2GO radio, just like he has us all. So don't sleep on the power of the Lord. So natural. Mint tea for digesting, 4 cups a day, can help with any weight loss situation. And holding, I ain't say just go out here and grab people's hands now. Everybody don't like that. Because people funny about you grabbing their hands, you know, especially with these germs and stuff going on. So don't just go grabbing anybody's hand. I said somebody you love, or somebody you want to show a little bit of affection with, or even if it's your partner, you just want to give y'all out, and maybe y'all on your way somewhere to a movie or dinner, or that person is on their way to a doctor's appointment or anything. Just a hand touch, just to hold their hands for 5 minutes in an affectionate, soft way will help reduce that stress. Isn't that something? See how God made the body and the stones and the earth and all the other stuff they say he made. He put it here for us, for you, for me. You know, we got to use it. He wants us to inherit the earth. That's why he made it the way he made it. Powerful, gift-driven, you know, right here. And also a physical, this is harmful. Scientists has also studied that over 99% of the most handheld device holds more germs than a toilet top. Say toilet. Holds more germs than a toilet. This was proven. And guess what it is? Your cell phone. Yes. Cell phones hold more bacteria daily on a daily basis than a toilet seat. So clean them phones. Start wiping them phones off. I'm thinking, and anything that's in touch on a consistent basis by out in public. I don't really care about touching doorknobs, going to the restrooms, when I'm going in or coming out, especially after I clean my hands. I don't, you know, anything that is a community touchable object, railings on the trains, the escalator rubber thingy, all of that. You know, the gas pumps, you know, all that stuff, people. That's why we got to keep these sanitizers and these wipes and stuff, you know. We got to keep these things around us because, you know, just like he was written in the book right here, it said to keep down germs and all that kind of stuff. The stone, it was the rose stone. You know, all that stuff. You know, we got to work it together if we want to stay healthy. And you know, be careful what you're touching when you're out in the public, you know, and then going to your person, because that's how you put the germ from the community, of the community object, and then you go touch your face or your mouth or your ear or just scratching the brow. You know, after you done touch that railing that just was touched when you crossed it through the train station, that bar thingy, or swiping your card at the ATM. All the things that a community touched on a daily basis by billion people, these are the things that carry a lot of bacteria. So be mindful of that. Keep your sanitizer wipes and your sanitizers, your little sanitizer trail sizes, because these things have been proven by scientists, because you know your girl ain't going to sleep on her research. So that was a digestible, helpful weight loss, 4 cups of green mint tea. Holding hands with a significant other or your partner in a very affectionate way can lower stress. And be mindful of your cell phones and all the community touchable things that I just said. That was my health part of the word on the street. Also, let me get into the music and entertainment. Basically, I just wanted to say about really, it's not too much about music except for it's just trending into this new neo-soul. A lot of it, like the brother said earlier, a lot of people are putting messages in the music now because a lot of us need to wake up. The music is changing. These rappers are getting more intellectual with their wording in their raps, with their music that they're using. If you notice, they're using more instrumental stuff instead of just the beatbox and sounds. They're getting out to wide streaming now. Even some of them now even doing back what they did when they first started coming out with the hip hop. They're going back and sampling great instrumental songs or orchestras to put with their music. I mean, it's just changing. And, you know, I just want you guys to, you know, stay up on your music, because I normally throw some beats that I get off the beat line, let you hear. How can you just go and choose your beats and be creative in choosing your own music, because you can do that if you don't have the, you know, the resources of getting to a studio or someone giving you music to write to or whatever. There are all kinds of apps and stuff available for you to be creative in that form, as far as with this up-changing music. Because like I said, I just got hipped on to how to push the music that I have been doing. I just got hipped on to the new apps and methods to push it to the next level. Like I told you, getting a BMI account and all that type of stuff, and putting it out there on these streaming media sites where, like we have here at Voxway, where you can have it played on a rotation, which I need to do that for my music as well. Get my music here played on a 24/7 rotation here at Voxway. Also in entertainment and music, I'm glad Mr. Rick Ross is feeling better. He was down with the with the pneumonia, but they didn't know really what was going on with him. But I'm glad he's better. Kudos to Rick Ross getting well. Also, Mary J. Blige has a win. You know, I talk about local and abroad. So myself and Brother Lon said we're the local. So now I'm talking about abroad of these superstars in the entertainment world. Mary J. Blige got a win. Finally, she has a win with this divorce. She won. She won. She won. He thought he was going to get all these millions and thousands of dollars a month, but he got with the norm. He ended up just getting $20,000 a month in his alimony for his little time he done did with the Queen. Nah, he shouldn't have got that at all. That girl worked too hard. It was a setup from the start, but I'm glad she out of it. Gave him his little totem price, and now he can live on his life. Lil Wayne may have a 5th baby mama. Somebody has searched him down for the last 8 years. Now, I think it's been 8 years or so. This woman has been, 16 years. Yeah, this woman's been 16 years now trying to get him to take this. It's been going back and forth with her and Lil Wayne for years. And they finally pinned him down, and he's finally going to take this DNA test to see if this 5th child, this 16-year-old, is his child. Also in the celebrity news, one of our legends, his train that was at the Neverland is up for sale. Yep, the actual locomotive train, that live big train that rode around Neverland, yes, it's now up for sale. It's on sale. It's the one that's at the ranch, Neverland Ranch. It's on sale for $200,000. So if you want to buy Michael Jackson's train that rode around Neverland, it's on sale for $200,000. One more thing about two more things in the entertainment and music news. Usher, of course, now his new wife is divorcing him because I don't know about these, the little STD thingy, herpes thing, lawsuit. Some truth to it, because now she's divorcing him after she got out there and said, "I'm standing by my man," and y'all women just lying. And so apparently he had to pay out some money, some hush money, and one of the lawsuits were true. So Mr. Raymond has to pay forward with that, and he's also losing his new wife. Sorry, Usher. Man, I don't know what you guys be thinking of when you be out there and you make it to this status. Calm down. Get an amethyst. Put it on your head. Sit down somewhere. That's what you need to get these stones so you can calm down. Also, and I know people have been talking about it, TMZ, Wendy, and I'm going to talk about it here. This Oscar thief. This man, and that's why I be talking to y'all about mental health. And when they arrested the guy had Suave in with one of these big actresses at the Oscar, at the governor's ball. And he just Suave winner, and he stole her Oscar. Then he went outside of the governor's ball, where they was having the governor's ball, and was photographing with it and selfieing with it, saying, "Oh, thank you, thank you." People saying congratulations. And he stole this Oscar. And then when, but he was just he was just getting his shine. You know, I guess he snuck in with these people, and it was one of us, and he snuck in, and he was flamboyant, and like I said, he got his little 15-minute flame, and people were saying congratulations, and he was like, thank you. He was kissing it and all that, and it wasn't even his. He stole it. So he ended up getting arrested, and I think the gentleman's name was Chad something. I didn't catch all of it when they, but he's if you want to check out his story, he's the Oscar thief. And when they showed him in court, I guess the following days after he finally got his day in court, it was actually a brother who has been just suffering from some mental health issues, you know, and he just, you know, some people, if they can't make it, they'll fake it. And some people will fake it to that extreme, where they will fool themselves mentally that that's where they are, that's their world, that's who they belong, that's where they belong. I mean, and that's just the time, and you know, the signs of the time that we're living in, where people now, you know, they just don't want to work for it, or psychologically they fool themselves that, okay, well, if I can't have it, I'm gonna go take it. And it's not in just the way he did it. People are doing it behind your back, especially if you're in this entertainment business. You know, you always got somebody trying to steal your shine or take your spot because they feel they can do it better than you, but they don't want to put in the hard work that you do to do it, because I guess the way they see you doing it, you make it look so easy, but they don't want to put in the hard work or put out them coins. So you got people like your brother that go try to steal something from somebody else and make it like it's theirs. Back in the day, it's been doing times over and over. The Vanelli Minnelli brothers, you know, they stole a song and they wasn't even their voices. They was out there singing and it wasn't even them. So this stuff been going on for years. So kudos to that brother. He didn't get no time, and hopefully they'll get him some help. That's what his matter of fact, at his hearing, he had a rabbi speak in his behalf, saying that, you know, he just been living in this delusional world, and he just found a way to get his 15 minutes of fame. And I'm just glad the brother didn't get hurt by no security or anything like that. You know how they try to beat us down when they get us in a predicament like that. They try to make us an example, but I'm glad they let him enjoy himself, do his selfie, and walk around with that Oscar off for that whole 20 minutes he was on Instagram filming himself. And it's rather funny because he just flew right in and fit in. But that's for my entertainment and music. I'm going to reach on to, back on my music. One factor that I wanted to add on to before we get way past the Black History, but it just came out this week, of all the first women that done the first anything. And Aretha Franklin was the first woman, not only the first black woman, but she was the first woman that was that reached the Hall of Fame. Yes, for R&B, for her music. Yes, Miss Aretha Franklin was the first woman and the first black woman put in the Music Hall of Fame. That's my speak on entertainment and music. Now I want to talk to you about the new fashion, the fall fashion that's still trending, even with the cold weather. We got, as you can see, everybody do leggies of all styles, sways, and colors and patterns. They're always welcome through this time of the year because you can layer them, or you can cover them, or you can just do whatever you can with leggies. And like I said, they're in all shapes and colors and sizes and fabrics. Also, what's trending back is the wide leg pants that will be coming out with. You caught a lot of these things I'm talking about. We're seeing at the Oscars and at fashion weeks like in Paris. And I think LA had their fashion week 2 weeks ago. Paris just had theirs last weekend. So a lot of these fashion tips I'm bringing up from from the, like I said, the updates from the Fashion Week's fashion shows. Like I said, the wide leg pants and slacks and jeans with the thick belts is coming back. Also, white, you just don't have to wear it in the summer or spring anymore. White is becoming now, you can wear it any time of the year. Mainly white suits, or even even as a pantsuit or a skirt suit is coming back. So don't let anybody say you can't wear light after Labor Day. That's not true anymore. That's gone out the window. That's a fashion old archives. You can wear white anytime now. They're popping it with all types of color, and they call it popping. When I say popping, they mean color blocking, meaning that you're popping your colors with bright colors with other bright colors, like with reds and pinks and your violets with your mint greens and your neons with your solids, So that's what they call color blocking and popping. So all those contrasts are coming in with the upcoming fall and spring fashion for the upcoming this feel like fall, this winter. That's why I guess they was talking about the fall fashion, because this winter is not really it's been blowing in and out of winter and fall and some spring, if you ask me, but only he knows how he doing his weather. We don't know. We just live here and pray he keep giving us a contract to carry on what he need us to do. But that's all for the fashion. And for the community, there also been a lot of new food pantry resources, a lot of new centers that are opening up around the D.C. Area that I know for sure of, in Ward 8. I believe it's a new outreach resource center that's opened up right out here by the Spirit of Food and Life Church. It's for St. Barnabas Road. They have a food bank that I just got word on that's available. It's a pantry-like. Also, if you go online, you can also get participation in, this is also in the community, where you can participate where people are crocheting or knitting. If you have an inch for crochet or knitting, it's a worldwide organization. It's called Caps for the Troops, where they're making crocheted and knitting accessories like hats, scarves, stuff like that they can send over to the troops, to keep them warm, to keep protecting us abroad the enemy line. So also, like I said, we was just reading off that Vox Wave have their community support, which we'll be collecting, like I said, those toiletries, nothing used, brand new, toothpaste, soap, lotion, antibacterial wipes, socks, shampoo, combs, etc. And if you're like me, I'm one of the people like to travel, but I'll never use them. I just collect them. I think my mother started me on that habit. Like when I go out to the hotels, I'm always bringing home the soaps and the shampoos and the lotions. So that's what I'm going to be donating. I got big bags of it. So if you're like me that like to travel, collect those things, bring them on down here to Vox Wave. Along added at the dollar store, you can go get some toothpaste and some bacterial wipes. They got socks there and shampoos and combs. Stuff that's very economical and very least expensive, that you can make a gift bag and drop it off right here at Vox Wave Studio at 4711. That's off place right here in Suitland, Maryland. We'll take those things from you so we can pass them on into the community so someone can be able to keep their personal hygiene, because that's what all those things are for, to uplift people, to be able to keep their personal hygiene up to par. And, those things are very cost-effective. And like I said, you can go to your dollar store. They got them in the trail size lanes in every store, supermarket. Just get a few of them. Like I said, I have a whole lot of it because I travel and I collect the stuff, and I never use it. I used to say I'm going to make gift bags out of it, but I guess I'll be making a gift bag for Foxwave. Like I said, we're collecting all toiletries, toothpaste, soap, lotion, antibacterial wipes, socks, shampoos, combs, etc. Right here, 4711 Boxwave.com studio, where you can bring those things here so we can get it out to the community. We will be loving to get those things from you. And like I said, also check out, get into research of finding out the healing powers of the colors. Surround yourself. It's not only just for healing. It can bring, that has driven minerals in them that can bring, positive thoughts and positive energy that can make life-changing things for you in your life. So I'm going to do my research. So please do your research, people. Don't sleep on this information this brother brought you tonight, because, I have been awakened. As he said, when you be awakened, you'll truly know you've been awakened. So I'm going to do my research because I know what the health and the spiritual and the mental elevation of meditation has done for me. So I'm telling you, people, don't sleep on self-healing, crystals, stones. Surround yourself, your families. Like I said, I anoint my doors, my windows, and I pray to God protect me and my family, even my vehicle. I bless my vehicle down. I pray for even to be safe, as I'm walking into a store, just anywhere. I even pray for my neighbors. We got to do these things, because when you're asking of greater things for others, guess what? God knows your heart, and he will bless you. That's why we have to pray for others, because that is a confirmation of being selfishness and thinking of another person, because guess what? That's why they don't make them anymore. But I remember like in the early, the early 2000s, people were going crazy. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? WWJD. That's all you saw. They was making bands. They was making hats. They was making scarves. You don't see them no more. You don't see it no more. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? But because we have to put it within ourselves. He was a very humility man, that spirit son from the Creator, who, whatever you believe, it was a spirit that was placed here for to exemplify what we need to be as spiritual and be more humane to each other in this walk of life, because we are walking in the valleys of the shadows of death, and he don't want us to fear any evil. That's why he's giving us all this stuff, to protect ourselves, our families, our mental state, because that's where the enemy attack you in your mind. That's where he gets you at. That's why the highest place you see is the purple up here. You elevate it. It's purple, because you know how to identify that thing and say, not here. You ain't coming over here with that. You got to know how to identify that thing, I'm telling you. Because if you don't, them things will sneak up on you. And, just live in the thought of mind that do unto those as you want done to you. I always keep that. And karma and it come back and bites you harder than whatever you put out. So don't put out nothing negative, because I'm telling you ain't got time for when it come back. You don't know when it's coming back. And when it come back, just like when they say you go into church and be playing, and you leave the church and go out there, you can't make up your mind, you leave, you come back, you got 7 demons. Yeah, that thing ain't no joke.
They call it coming back, they call that karma.
Don't it? Don't it? It ain't no joke, I'm telling you, people. So not only we have to protect ourselves and our minds and our spirit, we just have to protect all the way around. And like I say, don't sleep. Last week, I told you guys about the mental health. I'm still stuck on that for these babies. We have to make sure that they are aware, that they know what's going on, that guns is just not on video games and TVs, that they are real. And we have to start really training our family and our kids to be combative, because this is what this world is coming to. You never know when you're going to walk into a situation. You can't prepare for everything, but you can at least plant a seed of the head of the knowledge of what's the evils that's out here that can come upon them when you're not in when they're not in your arm's reach. We have to train our children, our adolescents, our teens, and even some of our grown kids that think they know everything. We still have to be mindful and still guide them and lead them in the way that God placed in our heart, because we never stop parenting, and our parents never stop parenting. Even though we are taking care of our parents, they're still parenting, because I'm taking care of my mom, and she still parents me in some form of fashion. So like I said, don't sleep on these babies' mental health. Get them to open up. Just ask them how their day been, what you learned in school today. How was school? Just take a small interest, because these babies, they need people to do that so they know that we care. They know that we can listen. They know that we won't just tell them, oh, I learned that when I was in school. They don't want to hear us say that. That's because that way when we do that, we shutting them down before they even get a start to tell us. So don't shut them down. Let the baby speak. Let them come to you. Let them tell you what's on their mind. Even though you may not feel like hearing it, you may not feel like dealing with it, you got other stuff in your mind. Like I say, sometimes we just have to sacrifice that moment, because he makes a lot of sacrifices for us, so we have to do it for others. So, people are in your life for a reason, and sometimes for a season. So just don't sleep on the focus on signs around you of your life. It can help you have a better, healthy living when you can tune everything into what, stay focused on yourself. Mind your business. Keep up with your own mess. You got your own mess. You ain't got time to be trying to clean up nobody else's. You got to keep up with your own mess. Because in this day and time, that's the problem. Everybody's trying to tell you how you run your business and how you spend your dollar, and they don't know what you had to do to get that business, keep that business going, or to get them coins to pay for that bill to be paid to keep it going. So, just keep it mindful of minding your own business and stand to yourself and meditate. Meditate. It's healthy, and it's wealthy, and it's wise. So, like I said, research the Bible crystal. I learned a lot within this segment. And also, stay mindful of what's going around your surroundings. Get more frugal with your finances. Sometimes our wants, never the great of our needs. And we never know when we're going to need it. So get a little bit more frugal. I'm still working on that, of being a little bit more frugal, of taking some things out of my life that's unnecessary, because I can use those funds for something else. Like paying for my space here to be with you guys every Saturday here at VoxWave.com. I've been wanting you to call in, 240-719-2560. I'm going to have these free gifts here for you, wait for you, for whoever feels strong enough and not scared to hear themselves on the radio live to get these free gifts. I'm always have it. This particular one is like for a baby girl's room. It's actually a little bonnet, and these are some favorites of, like I said, this is like a cinnamon with leafy fall smell. This smells real good, like a real aromatherapy. And this is like a real jasmine smell for your laundry, and some citrus lemon smell body spray. Like I said, I have a lot of nice free gifts for you here. And don't forget those toiletries, those toothpastes, and those combs, and those socks. We need them right here at VoxWave. So don't forget, we're collecting those things for the community, for those who are in need. And I appreciate you, and I love you for giving me your time this Saturday for these 2 hours. And I hope you will join me next Saturday at the same time and at the same channel, VoxWave.com. And if you missed me live, you can pick it up at Vox Power 373 at YouTube, 2GO Radio. Just look for yours truly, and you will see the whole show. And I appreciate you viewing it, and be ready for you next Saturday. I'll be planning some things for you next weekend. And hopefully, like I said, It'll be something new, refreshing, and hopefully for our tummy. Either the produce pusher or Miss Johnson can bring us one of those tasty recipe. But tune in next Saturday at 9 p.m. right here at voxwave.com, 2GO Radio. Yours truly, Lady of 2GO Radio. I'll be right here for you to bring you your information locally and abroad. Or you could come in here and bring me some information and sit right here just like Brother Lawrence and put your stuff on the table and talk to the viewers and let them know what you do right here at Voxwave, 240-719-2560. Or you can reach me at Kimia 48 Lady. That's KIMIA 48LADY at gmail.com. If you want to come here with me, be one of my guests, I would love to have you. I love sharing at no cost. You can come right here and perform or do whatever you want to do. Just let the world hear your voice. I would love that. I would love to share with you always, because that's me. One love, one thug. See you next Saturday right here. Ladies Night Live. Let's go, Ron. Mwah.